Welcome to our weekly program, The Inside Story of Chabad in America through the Mindel Archives. We once said that in Riga, the Frierdiker Rebbe begged Rabbi Nissa Mindel to come with him on the ship to America. And he said to him, Chassidus is a closed book. Chassidus is written in Lashon Kodesh in Hebrew. Most of the people in the world speak English. We have to open up Chassidus to the world. And you, he says to Rabbi Mindel, you're the one that should do it. I don't remember the Lashon. And he wanted him to come with him. This was before the war. So as I mentioned once, they took a small plane with 11 people. This to Sweden from Riga. And Sweden, they went into the ship, to the boat, and they came to America in 1940. Of course, I said the whole story already, that in that plane there was 17 seats, and the Frierdiker Rebbe wanted to fill up the seats. It was waiting for everybody because as the last plane before the war. The Frierdiker Rebbe was holding manuscripts on his lap. And he didn't leave go from those manuscripts. The Frierdiker Rebbe, he had other things in, so that he put on top or he put it away. But this he was holding. These manuscripts later on he gave to the Rebbe to the Ramash. Our Rebbe was called the Ramash then. That he should give it to Rabbi Nissa Mindel and work with him together. Rabbi Mindel never went to Timchet Mimim. He never learned Tanya before. Can you imagine a person that never learned Tanya, and the Rebbe tells him, I want you to translate the Tanya in English. You have to know Tanya to translate it. And you want that he should translate it. So the Rebbe, our Rebbe, gave him the manuscripts. He worked with him together with his manuscripts. And that's how he wrote the Tanya in English. The first things of the reading the Tanya. And this is the boat. Now, what am I getting to? This ship, there were a lot of Yidden there. A lot. From France, from Riga, from Sweden, from Germany, many Yidden. So, Rabbi Mindel, Rabbi Chadikov, were discussing, here is Yidden. And they saw the Frierdiker Rebbe. They were on the boat. This is a keli where we can work with. Even though those Yidden are already in Olam HaEmes. They're already in Olam HaEmes. But they have children. And they have grandchildren. Or great-grandchildren. Or uncles. Or aunts. They have those. So why doesn't Agudas Chassidic Chabad get together? And here are people that will be able to, if they heard from their father or their grandfather probably, and they did. Bemedi says most probably. He told me they were days and days in the same ship as the Rebbe, so they probably saw things. Maybe they spoke to the Rebbe. Maybe they saw the way the Rebbe went down. They have some kind of feeling. Here there is. So he said, why don't Aguch or Merkaz or Machane Yisrael get together? That's what they were doing. And work with those Yidden. There is a list. I have the list of the people that were on the ship. I'm sure Merkaz should have it too. I'm almost sure. That's number one. Also, I have in my possession from Rabbi Mindel, and Merkaz has the names of all the people that wrote to the Rebbe and to the Frierdiker Rebbe from 1940, thousands of names. Rabbi Mendel was a Baal Mesuder, so he has the names. And I'm sure Merkez has the names. Or Aguch, or whatever they're discussing. I don't know exactly how. But here is people, and if they had a shaykh's connection to the Rebbe, so their children maybe also heard of the Rebbe. Their children also maybe heard of the Frierdiker Rebbe. This is something that we should get together. They should get together and work. Let me tell you what I did. I decided a while ago to take some of the names and call them up. Now, how do I get them? It took a long time because they're not here. But I know a name. Sometimes I have addresses from them, from Machane Yisrael. The addresses, there are addresses. So maybe I got in touch with addresses. They're not there. Took a long time. But Yogato Matzoso. So I found some children, some nephews, some grandchildren, and I called them up, some of them. And I said, I mean, it's hard work. I'm not going to do it. And I said to them my name. I said that, you heard of Rabbi Schneerson? Sure, we heard from my grandfather, from my grandmother, the Bobbe. Some of them were mamish besoidedis. I don't know, they're scattered around the world. They're all over, the children. But here are names, people that wrote to the Rebbe, have a shaykhs, and they definitely spoke to the children, to the grandchildren. They should get the list, and they have the list. They have the list. And they should work on the list, aside from the ship, and maybe from when the Rebbe came. I don't know, but I know the Frierdiker Rebbe's I have. And all the people there had a shaykhs to the Rabbeim. The children, the grandchildren, push it, you can open up, it can be a Gilui Oyer. And one of the people that I was in touch, he lived somewhere, who knows where, but he started to put on film. One person. Most of them are probably not from. But if you hear Rabbi Schneerson, and they heard from the father, this is the biggest Seder.